For years, Amy Purdy has been well known in the worlds of sports and modeling. You might have first become familiar with her on season 18 of Dancing with the Stars. Since leaving the ballroom, Amy has started working on an awareness campaign. She's here to share it with us, along with her mom, Sheri Purdy. We're also happy to welcome Dr. Richard Chung, the Director of Adolescent Medicine at Duke University. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Amy, life changed when you were 19. What happened?
Yeah, I was healthy just like any other 19-year-old. I was a massage therapist at the time, and I went to work feeling great, but halfway through my day I started to feel a little bit run down, a little achy, just overall not feeling well. So thinking I had the flu, I decided to go home from work early. That night I had a slight temperature, so typical flu-like symptoms. And within 24 hours, I was in the hospital on life support. I was given less than a 2% chance of living. It turned out to not be the flu. It was meningococcal meningitis, which is something that I've never heard of, my family's never heard of before. And over the course of 2.5 months, I ended up losing my spleen. I lost my kidney function, which resulted in a kidney transplant. I lost the hearing in my left ear, and then due to the septic shock that my body went into, I also lost both of my legs below the knees. So a lot of people do know me from the Paralympics and Dancing with the Stars, and know that I lost my legs from meningitis, but don't know that there are ways to help protect against it. And that's why my mom and I teamed up on this campaign, Take Action Against Meningitis, to help create awareness and just to show people and families that there are ways to help protect against it.
Well, Sheri, what was that experience like for you, and what's your message to other parents?
Well, it was actually horrifying. I mean, it happened so quickly. I left her that morning with what I thought were mild flu symptoms, and within hours I got a phone call from the hospital saying that she was in grave condition, and by the time I got there she was fighting for her life, so that's how quickly it can happen. I would just want parents to know that there are ways that you can help protect against it, and I'm happy to be part of this campaign to share our story and to bring awareness to meningococcal meningitis, and to let parents know that they can go to the website takeactionagainstmeningitis.com and actually make a pledge that they will talk to their healthcare provider about, finding out more ways to help protect.
Dr. Chung, what is meningitis, and are there different types?
So meningococcal meningitis is an invasive bacterial infection that invades actually the lining around the brain and spinal cord. Now when that happens, there's a cascade of events that can result in many cases in severe injury, not only to the brain and spinal cord, but as in Amy's situation, really various parts of the body. There are 5 key subtypes of the particular bacteria that causes meningococcal meningitis: A, C, Y, W, and B. Now, I don't mention that to bore your viewers, but to point out that there are actually vaccines against all 5 of these. That's actually a recent development. There was a vaccine available, and still is, against 4 of the key types, so a quadrivalent vaccine. And in the recent months, there's now a vaccine available here in the United States against type B as well. And so the landscape is shifting quite quickly in terms of getting protected against this. The best way to keep up to date is to talk to your healthcare provider, learn about this infection and ways to get protected, and make a thoughtful decision for your teenagers.
Amy, would you tell us more about the campaign and where our viewers can go if they want to learn more?
Absolutely. So they can go to the website takeactionagainstmeningitis.com, and there's more information on meningococcal meningitis there. And they can also make a pledge while there that they'll talk to their healthcare provider. And for every pledge that's made, Pfizer will donate $1 to the charity that I started called Adaptive Action Sports, that helps youth, young adults, and wounded vets with permanent physical disabilities get involved in action sports. So if people go to that website, they can get more education about meningitis and take a pledge that they'll talk to their healthcare provider about ways to help protect against it.
Amy, Sheri, Dr. Chung, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.